salaamaaleykum mbokki YouTube alhamdulillah barikalla tey de xaw tax ma di leen sukk di leen nuyu sax waaye faam lu ma naqari te jommal ma de moom laa wax si xaq si leen si YouTube channel bi alhamdulillah barikalla ba defu leen dara alhamdulillah moo gis ngeen Ahmad Bah li mu waxam àddina àddina moo gis ngeen Ahmad Bah li mu waxam Ahmad Bah di ministre bi nga xam ne moo xamee wàllu tubaab yi ñu xamee ko ci tourism ministre moo direeku ca State House ba nga xam ne fala baro dëkk kër président ba di xas nit ñi te kat bu leen nit ñi xasee ñu ne lu tax nit ñi di leen xas moo lii kenn mës na koo gisam li ñuy lekkay wax waaye jeex waaye li ñuy wax du jeex yow Ahmad Bah ku la fekk ngay xasee nit ñi gàtt te tuuti di xooxee nit ñi dirmu ak sa baatab fukki meetar bile Ahmad Bah sa baatab gélém ngay xasee nit ñi gàtt te tuuti Ahmad Bah sa maas yee tax kenn du mën a baax si suñ community bi de yow Ahmad Bah fi mu ne élection bile di dikk déwén ak jàmm ngeen war a jàngal nit ñi ni ñuy defee campagne nit ngeen ràng di xas nit ñi leen di xooxee nit ñi leen ay janaxakat di xooxee nit ñi ay dirmo ey Ahmad Bah kanaa ang a feetu Ahmad Bah fii hondum wadaa ko waddaa kom Ahmad Bah dum wadataa on gaña carte ji den you know this year coming next year Ahmad Bah on gañata carte ji den Gambi carte ji den parce que on sellali on liggali hôpital on waɗali hay dara ko moƴƴi kon komanda kande saare kande leydi on waɗa goɗoron ɗiɗi goɗoron tattire gasi on waɗata haydara yimɓeɓe maaya ñande kala ñande hôpital o lekki ala docteur ala dara an heɓada goɗɗe dara ton an haala yimɓe nodda yimɓe ɓen jana Ahmad Bah waɗu hoore ma neddo fi honɗum ñande kala ñande Ahmad Bah a laabay a haala Ahmad Bah fi honɗum Ahmad Bah kana an a wana tourist manager tourist minister fi honɗum a waɗata tourisme o moƴƴi tourist industry o fi honɗum a waɗay hoore ma campaign manager yimɓe ɓe yennay ma yenna debbo ma ɓen yenna biddo ma ɓen for nothing fi honɗum wadda ɗum président mo annduɗa o liggali saare nden leydi ndin an a wawi wadde yimɓe ɓen ɓe waɗa mo respect yimɓe ɓen waɗata mo respect hay sa haali ha maayi subhanallah min mi meeɗa yiide ɗum People, I'm just going to say a little bit of English and move on. Because I don't want you guys to complain again that you don't know what I'm talking about. Our tourism minister called Ahmad Bah, whatever. That guy that you saw his picture on the thumbnail. That man, he went to do a campaign rally or whatever you call it. He was meeting people that supporting the president at our State House. Either yesterday or the day before. And then he insulted the opposition people by calling them rats. Telling the people that, you know, that he was talking to, that don't vote for these rats. If you vote for them, they're not going to look after the country. Stuff like this. And then he was also talking about tribalists up there, saying that the Fuller people, which he is Fuller, and the president, I think his mother is Fuller, something like this, was saying, and then he was saying that the Fuller people, they're not respected in this Gambia. Normally, when anybody is a Fuller, people will look at them as they're from Guinea or something, like they're not originally from Gambia. Even if they want a Gambian ID card, they'll tell them to go and bring their mother ID card or their father ID card, something like this. And when it's the typical Gambian, they will not ask them all that. So people here, they don't respect Fullers and treat them like the rest of the people. So the only thing that we can do to make this country to respect Fuller people is to vote for this president. He tried to use the tribe thingy to win the vote next year. But this man is not the president there. This man is the tourist minister who's supposed to focus on the tourist section. This man never focused on the tourist section all these years. He never do the tourism good. Even the hotels in Gambia, he never makes sure that they're all clean and good service. A lot of the hotels in Gambia, they steal your stuff when you go there on holiday. They steal your stuff from your suitcase. Steal your laptop or phone or anything, or gold stuff or anything. Not all, but a lot of the hotels do. Treat you bad. Sleep with your wife. Take your wife away from you. Take your husband away from you. Some of the tourists also sleeping with even the young people. Doing sex tourism or whatever you call it. This man never said nothing about it. Never bothered fighting or about that. Huh? Just collecting money and just following women, having different wives and different girlfriends instead. But he always so angry and insulting the public and insulting the opposition people. It's like the president sending him to insult people because the president himself don't want to do it too much. People will say that he's a bad president. And this is so unfair. Because they're making the people that is the opposition people insult them back. And then the Gambians are going to end up being an enemy. Especially now that he was using his tribe to insult the opposition people. And the opposition people is also going to use their tribe to insult him. And then these two tribes are going to have, fight instead. So everyone is condemning this man. And I'm condemning his entire generation. This man is insane all this time. Since this president take over. This man is insane. He's always supporting this president madly. Telling people to vote for him. He's the only one that can fix the country. When the president is doing nothing. Apart from fixing 2 roads and that's it. The healthcare is in chaos. No job opportunity. The country is going more expensive. The 2 roads he's fixing is not even in the areas where we want it. He's doing it in the villages and stuff, far away roads. So people can vote for him. Those people that he can fool. Giving them some rice and sugar so they can vote for him. This pandemic, the amount of help this man get from the EU or whatever. And he only give the citizens very tiny. Building a new mansion. He built a brand new house when he first took over 1 year after. And then he built another mansion. Just a couple of months ago, that mansion was ready also. The pictures were there, his wife cutting birthday cakes and celebrating. And this man have the gut to continue building mansions. Leaving the country in chaos. And then also pushing his ministers to insult people for him. Why I say he's pushing this minister is, a couple of months ago, there was a meeting, that a big rally meeting that the president was there himself and other ministers. One of the lady called Fatoumata Jawara get up, stand up and took the mic and make a speech. At the end of the speech, she insulted the big opposition leader called what's it called? Dabo. She insulted him so badly in front of the president. No one ever seen that before. And when these people do their meeting, they never insult the president like that. Like the way that woman insulted this man in front of the president. And that they want this man, opposition people, to insult the president. And when they insult the president, this president will actually arrest them and start questioning them for insulting him. So this president, I know he regret the democratic, that we fight so hard to have this democratic. He regret it. He want to detect us, but he cannot do it properly now because of the democratic. Even his ministers and his people, they always say that, we wish there was no democratic. Look at the way you guys are going. Now, this opposition leader is small. He's a small, tiny person. That's why this man calling him a rat, telling people don't vote for those rats. Now, they're also using the Fuller tribe for people to vote for them. But I know this opposition leader a few months ago, one of the big campaign manager, one of the women, she talked in a rally that people should vote for the Mandinkas should come together and vote together so they can get this man out. Because this man, his Mandinka and his people, a lot of them are Mandinka. So when that woman said that, everyone was saying, oh, don't use the Mandinka tribe to make people to vote. That's tribalist or whatever. People were talking about that. I don't see it as tribalist. I didn't make any comment about it then. Simply because he just said, let's Mandinkas come together and vote for this man. That's not tribalist. If that's the only thing that this man said, I'm not going to have a problem with it. But the fact that he's insulting people, calling them rat, when he was saying that, then he will make the people to insult the Fullers, and then the Fullers insult them back, and then this back and forth insulting will continue. And our political leaders, which supposed to teach us how to have manners and how to do politics like a normal human being, they're the worst. When it comes to African and just human in general, people that are older than you, you're supposed to learn good from them. They're the worst, majority of them, especially the ones that have a voice. This is our problem all over the world. But I pray that we will handle this matter calmly. Since yesterday this happened, people are so angry. Then people ask this man to come and apologize. He never want to apologize. Watch him what he's saying when they ask him to apologize. Watch his video.
No.
But what you said, Honorable, I will get it right, because I don't expect you to be so defensive. I don't expect you to be so defensive.
Because when you try to misquote me, I will tell you the right.
No, nobody is misquoting you here, because what you said is out there and it's very clear. I would expect you are a political leader, a respected political leader at that. If you are in the wrong, you should accept. I'm not saying, okay, you are doubling down. You are saying you are good.
I have a right to vote, and I have a right to convert votes for Barrow, and I'll do that today, tomorrow, and after tomorrow.
Do you realize that we are speaking over each other? Let me just say this. What you said was, you were complaining that the Fullers are suffering. And you said
they have been marginalized.
You said what?
They have been marginalized.
I mean, you said that means they are suffering.
I said they have been dehumanized and marginalized.
But let me finish, and then I'll let you speak.
Yes.
Let me finish, and then you said that the Fullers are they are suffering, and you said if they want that to end, the only person you pointed at President Ahmad Bah and said he is the person that is going to make that end. Give your votes to him. That is what you said.
I stand by that.
But that doesn't.
I said Ahmad Bah, you will have hope and belief in you that you will end the injustices.
What proof do you have in that respect? Because you said here earlier, just let me come. You said earlier that for the past 2.5 years, this same problem is persisting in this country. Ahmad Bah didn't do anything about it. You are in the government. What did Ahmad Bah do?
I know what he did.
Yes,
I know what
did he do? Tell us.
No. I'll go and ask him. I know what he did.
But tell us. This is an opportunity for you, since you know.
He has repeatedly asked them to do the right thing. This matter have come up in cabinet, not once, not twice, since 2-3 years ago. We have discussed it, and anytime he said, please follow the law, do the right thing, and don't discriminate anybody. He has always maintained that. And that's why I said he is the one that we believe who can end it, because he's been fighting to make sure that we get justice. And you also said that if they should vote for the Dirimos, as you call it, if they are going to of course. What evidence do you have? Where did you base that on? Excuse me, because we know that what we are doing, they cannot do. What this government is doing, they cannot do. And I can tell you that Ahmad Bah is a symbol of unity more than anyone.
So you are saying that the Fulani are going to suffer if they should vote for the Dirimos? I don't know who you're talking about.
That's you are talking about. That's you saying that. I'm only saying they are guaranteed, their safety, their very existence, their prosperity in this country is to vote for Ahmad Bah. And I will repeat that 1,000 times.
Honorable, you and I date a long way back. I remember back in the day when you used to come to my office at the Standard, we'll have an interview and you will say, write it that the interview was done in my office. You remember those things?
Yes.
But right now, this is a serious issue. I would expect you, because right now I'm going to make it difficult for you.
I don't want you to make it easy. 1 minute.
Yes, I'm not going to. What I'm saying, yes.
I believe what I believe, and I said it, and
But I didn't expect you to come here and then stand by your comments. I would want you to withdraw all your comments and apologize.
I withdraw no comment. I stand by it, except calling my colleagues Dirimo, which they interpreted, which I never interpret to be rat. If that is offensive, that I apologize. I don't intend to call my honorable colleagues as Dirimos and rats. I have a lot of respect for them and the sacrifice they've done for this country. And I've always said this anywhere I go.
One of your colleagues.
Let's listen to me. I don't care what somebody says and what somebody says.
No, these are political leaders that you are apologizing to.
Excuse me. They have a right to their opinion. This is democracy. I'm telling you what I believe in, and I stand by what I said.
So, this man was asked to do an interview with Fatu Network because of the amount of people that was angry, reacting to his speech. And when he went for the interview, he acted very arrogantly like this, screaming so much that he was sweating so much, and just screaming and going crazy. He then apologized for calling them rat, mouse, or rat, or whatever you call it. But then he still says that he stand by whatever, and that he doesn't care that some people don't agree with him, and just going crazy. So he still, it's like he apologized, but he doesn't, he wasn't apologizing, because he was still saying that although I don't mean it like the way they interpret it, but I still apologize because of A, B, C, whatever. And then when this journalist guy, Lamine, was trying to read for him what other people were saying, you know, the reaction to one of the political leader reaction to his behavior, he's like, I don't want to hear their opinion. I don't want to hear what they're saying. If you can ask me a question, you ask me a question. If you cannot ask me a question, tough. I'm not here to answer any other person question or listen to what they have to say about my behavior. That's the kind of attitude he was giving the guy, and just going crazy. So that is just so unprofessional and insane. And we condemn this. Behave yourself. If not, the whole world will know who you are. Because we will do videos to talk about your mad behavior when you continue doing this. You're going to make people to do more dirty politics, more insulting each other, end up fighting on the street. And we don't want that. So we are going to condemn your mad behavior. If anyone do mad behavior, we are going to come and condemn it. So, Ahmad Bah, behave yourself. You're too old for this. You have so many wives, children, bless them, mashallah. You cannot behave like this. People gonna disrespect you, insult your wife and children, and just people, it's just insane. You're gonna teach us this ghetto behavior, and we already have enough of this. Behave yourself. Good. Now, I'm gonna move and speak a little bit of Mandinka. Badi Mandinko. Niyaji ni somanda juna nata kadiyamu about Ahmad Bah behavior. Nataka atol dani. Kotake. Badi Mandinko. I don't know Juma Barinte. I think and I believe ni atol continue to aliye munya aliye try albe Gambia tala barobulu. Bari nka pirele na aliye Gambia ta aliye lopeta no dada force number 1 hence ateta dada nola. Bari alkana alla chance tinya. Wuli yatina nata kanyim video ke. Alkana ta aliye nyin jompo habre ke o lamay. Aliye nyo sonka, aliye nyo kele, aliye nyo nemba nendiro ni fengol be. Alkana ke please ngal danile. Ali focus. Nyinu silatale because alle mitino aliye minke not long ago. Allah rali min hapunta badibu. Molka mutako mano mashallah. Car. Wole baroni ala mola kijo fara. Bapara ile jiso ka tabi like sato. Nyin sato tabo. Nyinu tabo la de. Because nyinu yalo neko. Itol mantara dogu wala. Nyinu la yalo neko. The citizens mol batata nyinu bulu. Nyinu yalo neko. The citizens don't want to vote for the majority of the citizens. Wole ye kijo fara ye jiso fara. wuliyatinna Ahmad Bah be lorinje anala nyin nengo min kamuta ko fenke nengo kamol neng atele nyin saji nengo asi juma neng no about their body, how they look like. Ate yin is so unprofessional. Ate ke baba katamo. Ate le nyanta diningol jelano wala mol mi yaron de don't know politic line tenyongol. Yena wuli ye mol neng wala ye kudol fo moy ako ha kana ke like this is not how to do it. Bari ate ka la fale. I don't have problem the fact that I have to go, fulali baro vote. No. I don't have problem with that. That's not a problem. The problem is I mul kumandi I think it's nying nonsense piti diamo and rude arrogant diamo. Bari ngal dani le ni alate nga ala use ngal dani. Ala lonko nyinu la kijole ka fara because ya jele mol mini atol noma. So ali calm down, ali stay patient. Nyinu meta ka mol neng a meta. It's not now. Itola president ni itola first lady and everybody is behind him more than the we know it. Bali alebula. Ala fita aliye wuli aliye revenge more. So mol ka fako he UDP ni mol ye vote mol be fala. UDP mol angry mol lem. UDP mol jube. Itol be fam bondi la problem motika atol bulaje. Wole yatte nan ngan kanyim fonte mantra any party de. But I like to view things with my honest mind and I like to say how I see it. Natara atole nyinke fana mbenyi fola. Natara itole be atola situation. So, ala fo alla mol be momo mi nyim video je. Ila mol be kumande ya fo wole ko ye ala na kila jube ye calm down. Nying is not joke. Politics kana next year, election kana next year. Ali focus. It's gonna get worse. Nyunu ba jela the more election is coming, nyunu be angry la more, ka panic more, ka sila more. So atolier calm ye jube ye focus on telling people what you want to do. Focus on telling people why they have to vote for you. Adoye jube do. Aliente moyle. Nyinu bula. Ajube Ahmad Bah kam fata nyame kabri nyinke wakadi ya mundi ka nyinin ka pour aye mol bala pour aya fo sorry ako ateta fo la sorry. Nyi fo sorry fang ama minde. Aya fole but it's like aman la fika fo, Aya fole be apologize la because on the mol mi yalon ko ibeje, I respect them, but then they interpret it another way around. I don't mean it like that. You see? So it's like you guys are bad for interpreting it, but he's fine. He didn't mean it like that. Instead of just saying, sorry, it's my bad. I shouldn't have said that. Not just I try like a turn like I tell he did nothing. You guys are bad for turning the word. But also, it's the way I angry nyamin, arrogant nyamin. It's a long wale nyamako. He doesn't mean apologizing. Amake komi momi maluta. Amake komi momi yalonko. They feel like I minke is wrong. Ala madness ning ala arrogantness. Anyanta sambala the hotel soul. Hotel soul. Atudu. Tubabul kanaje. Ka sex story sim ke sometimes even diningul. Among common bari akasotole. Atele man la fika investigate kawol muta. Tubabul kanaje le xamana ka hotel ko no mol kanaje tourist mol kela baga sol sunya. Ama wofo. Hotel sol fam buka clean properly. Ama wo investigate. Just nying hotel la xamana kala ko. Anyanta tala serious nyami ayake professional ning good strict rules. Ama woke. Kodo ye na drong ayta nyi musu jamal futu ayta sunkutol soto and femol be. What is more important? Gambia is small. We know everything. No one can fool no one. Anyone, the kind of life you live, thinking people don't know. People know. Aligning government do water serious. Kabula ka kodoni musol enjoy. Can't neglect to death and then arguing and come on then. This is not gonna help us. Al can't le karanding ghetto behavior. I don't tell the will be will like behave worse. Ni diningol yaje ite keba baka nyike. Ito be munekela. Ni wol menta. So please. Nyenta kela aliye win. Alar fanke moti. Ntenene manyinje. Ha! Anyway, please, badingol. Atol alkana nyindanko. ali just ignore ñin la ali focus ngal dani wala ali ignore it ali focus. Okay, now media mula do manding in wala nga na ñin en mbokki xolof yi li ma doon wax mooy Ahmad Bah fa jóg dem ca kër président ba State House ba ak ay nit ñoo xam ne fa ñuy supporter président ba mu def meeting di wax ak ñoom ca micro ba di yuuxu di xas nit ñi nga xam ne ñoo bokkut ak nguur ga opposition bi muy maasi daabo yi ndax opposition bi nit ñi bëggul nguur nit ñi bokkul si nguur gi xam seen politique parti bëri na xam fukki politique parti ak juróom la xaw ma waaye daabo moom lañ ci gën a ragal ndax moo leen itam ñi gën a bëri xóor na leen ne daaboo leen ëpp nit moo leen dee métti seen bopp bi nag fi mu ne ñoom ba nga xamee duñ mën a defar hôpital yi te seen yoon neew ci hôpital duñ ko seeti duñ ko jege ba nit ña génnee di maaj ne nit ñaa ngay dee ca hôpital ya seen jabar yi kenn génnul ñoom ci seen bopp génnuñ seen jabar yi génnuñ seetaan nit ñi ñuy maaj ku maaj bañ robi la nga toog seen yoon neew ca ba pare nag waaye mën nañoo direeku nag di xar di xooxee nit ñi ay janax moom baatab gële moom bi koo ko doon xooyee bu seet dana ko neex fii kenn ko neex ak na la yàlla bindee la yow ku la fekk sa baata fukki meetar boobu masha Allah nga sëpp ko di xooxee nit janax look ay janax yeeg ñàkk yi kenn xamul mbuut yeeg yi kenn xamul yi ngeen di xooxee nit ñi du tere nit ñi gañe leen ndax yéen ngeen a gaale te toskare te neexu leen di liggéey réew ma li dul ñaari tali yi ngeen di samp rek diree ko seen biit yi ni biiti Ami Jóob di wax topp jigéen ñi xaalis bi rek def leen seen liggéey mooy tax ngeen gañe di xas tamit du tax ngeen gañe ngeen di tax ñi li génn xas leen de ngeen xaste xaar ñi li génn xas leen daaw la xawma daaw jéeg fii daaw laa ko foog naa daaw la ci mitini baro bi xam na benn jigéen fu ko tudd Faatumata Jawara ku jóg xas daawo xamul xaste yi mu ko waxul ci kanam baro te man mosuma gis UDP di def meeting taxaw di xasee nit ñi noonu ci seen di xasee baro noonu ci seen meeting ya ku dee yaa sa bàmmeel la ma gis ñuy wax baro ñuy wax daaba loolu duutoon campagne de loolu fa ëpp jaruma si toppaat yépp di wax sax yéen ñi ko déggoon dégg ngeen ko te baroo nga toogoon loolu mooy ne baro fa bugg saaga yi moo koy yónni nit ñi fem ne te nit ñële buñ jógee saaga leen ñoom ñuy arrest nit ñi ka di leen laajte di leen jàpp naa ku la yónni xam na ak góor guñ fi arrestoon ba tey vidéo banks moo YouTube bi fii ñu arrest ko fii xaw ma ñaari at ci gannaaw la xaw ma arrest góor ga ne fa saaga baro xooxee ko mbaam xaw ma lan ñu arrest góor ga jàpp ko dugg ko ca oto ak soldaar yóbbu ko naan ko ku la yónni fi mu ne ñoom nit ñi xooxee janax nag ba xam nañ ni nit ñi mënuñ leen a arrest moo tax ñoom nag fañ tiit ndax boo ki dee mboo njaay la fi nit ñi mi xooxee janax daabo mi xooxee janax dem ràlli ba mu demee ràlli badibu nit ña bëree ba jéggi dayo masha Allah te loolu sax ñu ne ñoom yëgle waxoon ne nit ñi ne buñ génn di coronavirus waaye nit ñi génn rek moo leen tiital nag nit ñu bëri ñi génn bu daabu génnee di ko am moo leen di tiital booleeg liggéey biñ defut hôpital yi ñuy sàggane ak def yëf xam ne àdduna si yëpp ak leen mere daal moo tax ñu jëfuur man na li ma bëgg mooy soo gisee ma jëlu ci Facebook bi maa bëgg wax nit yi bara yi daabooy ne leen nañ jàpp ci yàlla te seetaan leen waaye buñ jógee di saagaante ndey di defante wala di defante ak ay pël ka def yëf xay yi fay xëpp ba pare ñoom su waa fa ñu rocceeku ci xay yi ba seet wecc taxaw fële daal dina yéen niti seetaani ngeen su ngeen jëlee nguur gi nit ñi sonn loolu lañ bëgg nag nit ñi wax ko moo tax ñu ràkkati ko di leen def nii seen xol bee toj ci meeting bi gis ngeen def Dembo Njaay seetaan leen ne patt ne leen yarañ di leen seetaan te def li ngeen di def su fekkee def ngeen loolu su leen yàlla dimbalee man ngeen a gañe élection bi ñëw fekkee ne gañe ngeen ko ngeen defaral ñu lopitaan yi ndax lopitaan yi bu ngeen ko defuti danañ ñëw wax leen ko comme niñ ko waxee nguur gi de defaree leen lopitaan yi ku ne xam na ne baro Gambie lañ fa war a defar bëri na waaye at least lopitaan yi njëkkee leen ko nit ñi dee ëpp na te Gambie bëriwut nit de nit ñaa ngi dee rek de duñ deseeti dara bu yàggee de yéen nag noppi leen seetaan ñi ku wax suñu waxee bañ robi leen ñu noppi lii tax ma dikk ñu wax leen ko di leen ñaan ne ngeen seetaan ñii seetaan leen buñ taxit bu leen ñekk su ngeen def ràlli yéen di leen xas yi ñu leen di xas nii bu ñuy ràlli bu leen ko xas bu ngeen di ràlli loolu lañ bugg di leen xas yéen ngeen di xasante su ko defee nit ñi ne ñii de suñ leen votalee fa ñuy sonn ndax ñi ay ghetto lañ ay nit ñu bon lañ moo tax yéen su ngeen di ràlli def leen seen ràlli nit rek seetaan leen ñoom ñuy xaste dégg ngeen ko lii laa leen wax si nag man maa ngay dem jërë ngeen jëf ci vidéo yi ngeen di seetaan bu leen fàtte di like vidéo yi comment share danaa leen ngi beneen yoon incha allah jërë ngeen jëf bye ngeen take care